Hello everyone, I am ReplayTyHeretic with a Let's Play of Limbo on Team Xeon, and I'm joined by Limbo. And I'm joined by...
It's my name now, Limbo. On his episode 7.
Cold J1.
And,
anyway, just has the okay taco.
the Fake Taco.
Taco!
So this is one of those,
For anyone who didn't say his name.
he's
My
Limbo.
name is Limbo.
Yeah, his name's Limbo, damn it!
Oh, okay.
Anyway, Limbo is a side-scrolling puzzle platform.
It's just creepy, it's just game creepy.
At times, yes. Limbo likes to do some things. It toys with some people's fears, and in fact, the setting itself actually uses the sense of finding new fears and then conquering them. And in some sense, it's gruesome in a way. The game, the deaths in this game are fairly gruesome, and the entire game is set in this grim, dark, black and white monochrome setting. You play as a young boy who wakes up in the middle of a forest with nothing. And it shows, and the game kind of has one of these odd stories to it. The entire purpose of the game is to find a young girl, and throughout his adventures, it goes through various parts of the human life itself. You'll see right now, it started on a forest, just a plain old forest, and you'll notice that there was a boat. So as we slowly go on, it kind of shows the evolution of humanity as it goes. You see these lush, beautiful forests with these interesting sounds of creatures and stuff. And there's a few ways
Beautiful, dark, black and white forest.
There's a few ways you can die in this game, and the deaths in this game are fairly gruesome. The first one that we passed by is death spikes. Another one is drowning. The character in this game is not swim at all. So anytime you fall in water deeper than its head, he will instantly drown. Even if it goes barely over his eyes, he will drown no matter what. So you got to constantly jump in deep water like that. And the next thing is bear traps. Bear traps are kind of hilarious. And then you have the next death, which I tried solving the speedrunning, and I didn't know that the collision actually happened until the rock hit. So
Ow!
I went up.
If you don't know, whoever does the little intro for the video is the one who recorded for the footage.
Yeah, this video is recorded in 1080p and exported in 480. In fact, this game looks much more beautiful in 1080p. You get to see even the finer details. So yeah, you can get crushed. Even a box falling on your head kills you. If it hits hard enough, it'll kill you. Death, there is no you die and then it shows you died, press A to respawn. And it'll keep face flat and it cuts to the next area.
But what are you playing this on? PC?
Yes, I'm playing this on PC. I got this with the new Humble Indie bundle. I got this along with games like Bastion, Amnesia, and a lot of other
Bastion's a really good game. I'm probably going to do a short Let's Play on it for this. But, yeah, it's an amazing game.
It's got a really good narrator. So, this game has puzzles. It involves a lot of various things, like switches, physics, and all various things that kind of seem like one of those interesting ones. The only problem is that some puzzles, if you fail them, you die. So it's one of those games where if you don't succeed, you sometimes will have to start over from scratch. And this is one of those
perfect thing that represents if you don't succeed, try again.
Yeah, this is one of those moments. You actually need to use that log. If you try using the box, you will fall into the water and drown. We are
Lucas for all the 3.
kind of does actually with the hair. Kind of. Anyways, the first thing that is this death spider. This I know a couple of people that really hate spiders, and this probably pops the cake with some of their fears. You need to use.
No, I'm not afraid of spiders. I just don't. You're not supposed to like spiders.
Well, some people really like spiders. I kind of like the look of tarantulas and stuff. I don't like the look of some enemies.
I say dive off, you can rip off their legs and they will still move.
Yeah, it shows that in this game. So the thing is that there's a bear trap on this branch, and the only way for you to knock it off is by having the spider actually hit the ground, and it'll knock the bear trap off, and then use that bear trap to hit his leg.
Ow.
And the first two legs happen within a few seconds. So the third one will try to catch him by surprise, and it almost kills him. The third leg has to, 3 legs have to hit the bear trap break, and you can move on.
It's not a very smart spider.
It is.
Is this one of those take one hit and you die games?
Yeah, it is, because everything would kill a normal person one hit. I mean, I actually get,
pretty more of a realistic game, and everything that the dies of would be realistic, he would die, except for the drowning.
the drowning, people that can't swim have played around like that, so
Yeah, do you have limited lives, or is it just you get game over?
No, there is no game over, there is no lives, it's just if you die, you start over.
Infinite lives and checkpoints are not too far between, they're pretty common.
Some people think that, I've seen some people actually argue that this would probably kill the boy, but as I found out by just looking at the game's controls and like the game's actual use of animation, the boy is wearing a shirt naturally, so the spider actually grabs by the collar and puts him up there. It doesn't actually stab through the throat or something. That's actually what happens.
After the spider doesn't notice this as he's walking.
It's one of the...
Again, he's a damn smart spider.
Yeah, so this is probably one of the more insane things you have to do. So,
I didn't get stuck on that before, but didn't get stuck on it in the...
He's going to evolve into a beautiful butterfly.
Into a beautiful butterfly. Damn it. So yeah, well, one of the things is that you can't actually catch yourself falling off a cliff if you can't use your arms. You can only hop.
Kuna.
Yeah, you can only hop, and you can do short hops. Curl. So there are a few things that will kill you. You can get killed by falling down a pit, and then this right here, you have to push a rock, and that rock will make a tree fall, and that tree will crush you if you're standing in its way. Another thing that will kill you is, well, this. This part is actually kind of strange. You start the rock's movement, and then you have to stay on balance, and you fall to your death if you fall off. But you can also get crushed by the rock if you don't jump onto this cliff at the end. However, one of the dumber things that I've seen is coming up. The spider shows up, but he doesn't do a goddamn thing.
Oh no, he's getting away.
I gotta slowly walk.
I'm a bit behind because
You're a giant spider. You can do whatever you want.
So, yeah, if you actually fall between this rock and the cliff, you can actually get crushed. This is the end of that sequence. One of the cooler attentions to detail that I've seen is that the boy has a little bit of the cocoon still stuck on the back of his head.
Yeah.
That moves around with you for a little bit of time.
I like little attentions to detail in games.
Until about now. Right, just,
hey, look, it's Belle from Lord of the Rings.
I never did. No,
yeah, I've seen the first two. That's actually a trap. As you see, we're actually experiencing the first part of humanity. Humanity has placed traps for specific people to unexpectedly pass by. And my second death. Yeah, my second death comes along here. This was supposed to be a speedrun, but the thing is that I didn't know the game good enough. The second death doesn't come until after this, but you actually have to break this stick for this log to fall down for you to continue. But if you wait too long, there are spikes on the tree that will impale you, but you can actually just get crushed by the tree and die anyways. Anyway, here's my second death. The game has this. The game has this really weird. This game has this really weird use of fall detection, where sometimes you'll be standing clearly, perfectly on the middle of a box, and you'll just automatically just drop down yourself. Like, it'll think you're falling, and then it'll just drop you down. And that's what killed me, that sometimes, there are times where fall detection will kill me in this. And here's our next part of humanity. As you can see, they've made a little scarecrow thing here with the fake spider legs, and as a human being. So, in truth, you're actually not alone. And there's another way that you can die here. You cannot actually be killed by those spikes there. And then here's the other way you can get killed.
I can't do a good because it's not a giant boulder.
Well...
Done it
the thing
earlier!
You can move after that one. The second thing they drop is a small fire and then they drop another boulder. So as it turns out, you're not the only human being, but oddly enough, they're trying to kill you, which is kind of odd. But as it turns out, the reason why they're trying to kill you is because you attracted the spider, and the spider's only after you. And so the spider has a pretty gruesome death. But this one is. But my next death comes up here, and it's a pretty gruesome death in itself. The bear traps have pretty gruesome deaths also.
Ow!
Yeah. Anyway, what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to move right here, the first one, and the second one will come along, and you do that. And then instead of going right, because there are 2 bear traps, you can't pass by that, you just climb the rope and go up here. So it's kind of like one of those moments where the environment itself is your actual path. You can see the guy that climbed up the rope.
The enemy of my enemy is my friend. Now I sound like Joe Hills.
You know, Bob boy. So,
what's funny is that he lives in the same state as me. I don't have as strong of an accent as he does.
Oh yeah. So you push this log here, and then you put it, and then you keep over here, and you can still drown here. The spider will be following you this point, and this is one of those moments where you need just the right amount of running distance to jump over to this gap, and I failed to do it the first time. I won't lie. I actually just failed. So I get to experience death the hard way. The worst death I've seen in this game yet is really late in the game. It's disgusting, but it's awesome.
The one where he gets like his chin stuck in the needle?
No, that was just a Jepsen moment where he dropped just the right moment and got it that way. It's because you can get impaled anywhere instantly. It's just notarized. You can get hit by a solid in the leg, you lose your leg, and still die. It's kind of hilarious. So after doing that, you put down this piece here, and the spider will still be following you, but it'll actually stomp down and fall down. What you're supposed to do is that you're supposed to use this, again, a bones boulder, and run away from it. And then fall down this area here, and then let's see here. Now, remember what I told you about fulfilling your fears, which is the fact that you were running away from the spiders the entire time. And up until this point, you are just running away. Now you've taken out the spider, and you get yourself to run away further. Now then, what you're going to experience is that one of the saddest parts of your fears is actually broken. So as you see here, we just slide down this very long hill, and across from this part here is a couple of people that we saw, but they have a pencil spike. And we have the spider left with only one leg, which is how we got here, strangely. Pretty helpless at this point, so what he's going to try to do is he's going to try to kill you one at a time. He can't actually kill you here. You pull off his leg, then you use his body to give yourself a platform to jump into the spikes. So, the spider itself is actually...
I guess.
Yep. It's a pretty gruesome way to go, but it's the only way that we can continue. And this is how you conquer your fears.
The only time I've ever felt bad for a spider, by the way.
Yeah, it's really bad.